group. That would be so something I would do. Hi! Okay,
Hey!
friends, we are live. I have an amazing guest today. So I'm super excited that we are on episode 11 of Shift Happens. We've been doing this for 11 weeks now. And if you don't know, my name is Holly O'Brien. I do a show every single week, Wednesday at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I bring on a special guest and we talk about shifting because more often than not, we have shifts in our life and we can go in the right direction and sometimes we can go in the wrong direction. So I like to go live weekly and share with you how people shifted from where they were yesterday. I got goosebumps already, RuthAnn. From where they were yesterday to where they are today. So if you're tuning in live, let me know that you're tuning in live. We're in a couple different groups. We're also live on RuthAnn's This Way. On RuthAnn's page, I'm like, girlfriend, we're going live on your page. She's like, I'm so nervous. And I said, don't be, your story's beautiful. And you're going to help a lot of people make the shift because guess what? You're the only person that can tell your story. So without further ado, let me introduce you to this beautiful person on episode 11, When Perfection Breaks You. This is RuthAnn. RuthAnn, can you say hi?
Hi, everyone. So happy to be here. And Holly, I appreciate you so much. And I'm honored that you would want me on your show.
I'm
Thank
honored
you.
that you're here. She has an amazing story. So we're going to get started because we're going to unpack a lot in 20 minutes. Okay. So let me know who you are. If you don't have StreamYard, I can't see your name. So just say what your name is, where you're tuning in from, and if you're watching the live or the replay. If you're asking questions, I'm going to try to answer them because I can see the chat. Hey, RuthAnn, can you see the chat at all? There's a little button where you can push chat. If you're tuning in and ask questions, let us know live or replay. But we'll go ahead and get started because I'm super excited. Oh, yay!
Oh, yeah. I see Jillian.
Oh, good. You can see it. Awesome. Awesome. You know what? I was going to stream this live on YouTube and I forgot. So I'll have to do that next time. I also have a YouTube channel. I'll have to put that here where
Awesome.
all the shift happens. So today we're talking about perfection. Okay. So who here in the chat can relate to I play the perfection game? Maybe you're always waiting for things to be perfect to get started. Maybe you have come from a family that did require very, very high standards and maybe felt like they required perfection. And maybe that kind of like was really hard growing up and you're taking it into adulthood. That's kind of what we're talking about today. Or maybe your spouse or your kids or someone in your life, you feel you have this like burden where you have to be perfect. Can you put 1 in the chat? If you feel like I understand that, because I do know that there's a lot of people out there that really have this, I'll get started when things are XYZ. I'll go to the gym when I can fit in my gym clothes. I'll start that business when I have this. I'll start having kids. I'll get married. Oh my gosh, there's a huge list of things, right, RuthAnn?
Yep. Tons.
So today we're going to talk about when perfection breaks you. And it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing because sometimes that perfection makes you shift in the right direction. So RuthAnn, first, tell a little bit about your childhood. You don't have to go into great detail, but let us know like how perfection made you shift when it finally broke you because you were raised in a home that did have high standards, which can be beautiful, but sometimes it can be really hard. And we all know,
yes,
more often than not, your parents have done the best they absolutely could with what they had. More often than not, that's not always the answer, or always the case. But more often than not, we know that our parents really are doing the best they can with what they have. But how do we get outside of that? And how do we maybe help ourselves change and also help the other viewers that are watching?
Well, I was raised in a home. I was the youngest of 6 kids, and all my other siblings were a lot older than me. So it was like I was the only child. And I grew up in Hooper, Utah. And if anyone knows Utah, the predominant religion there, that's what I grew up in. And, I was taught a certain thing. I was taught a certain way. And it was pretty strict by the book. I had to do it that way, and I don't blame my parents at all, but I had to find out for myself what I really wanted and how, I can talk about how close I became to God when I set the rules aside. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that was fun.
I feel like that's so much of life too, though. Like when you set the rules aside, like when it comes to school, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to raising your kids, when it comes to religion or comes to family, it's like when you set the rules aside and your heart is full and you
Yeah.
really lean in with your heart, it makes such a difference, right?
And Holly, I know you and I are both rule breakers because we're
Sometimes. But
sometimes.
I feel like Tara Q, my partner in crime, is more
Yeah.
the rule breaker. And I'm like, we can't do that. She's like, yes, we can. I was like, are you
Oh,
sure? In
that's
trouble?
true. We have Tara Q with us, so we're really rule breakers.
Oh my gosh. So by the book, do you feel like by following by the book that really changed the trajectory of your future?
It did. It did. Because when I was younger, I had this conception that I had to do this. I had to marry in a certain place. I had to be this certain person. And if I didn't, I was not accepted, not, I don't want to say not loved, but not enough. I had to do that to be enough. I had to be perfect. I had to go to church every week. I had to do all the rules, to be that perfectionism. And it just weighs on you. After so many years, it really weighs on you.
I had to do that to be enough. So I wrote that down. If you guys have a notebook, take some notes here. Okay. I'm going to be pointing out some things, but I had to do that to be enough. Can anyone here relate? Say, I relate, if you can relate to that. Because I do feel like a lot of us fall in that category. And because of that, RuthAnn, I know your journey and I know your story, over 100 and so pounds that you've lost since I've met you. RuthAnn is actually helping us launch a women's brand, a women's athletic and fashion brand. And we're actually streaming live in our private group. So if you're wondering like how I met RuthAnn, I actually met her launching this amazing, beautiful women's brand that really is creating an environment where everyone feels welcome and you can sit at our table, no matter what your background is, no matter where you came from, where you are today, how thin you are, how tall you are, what color you are. It doesn't matter. You can sit at our table. And through that process, I've been able to see RuthAnn completely transform her life and other people around her because they came along that journey with us knowing that you're worthy. And I had to do that to be enough. Guys, you don't even have to do anything here to be enough. You be you. You are beautifully and wonderfully made to be you. You have special gifts that I will never have, that RuthAnn will never have, that you have. And you can go out and change someone's life just by being you.
That's
But
so
you have
true.
to go out. You have to go out and you have to talk about it. So RuthAnn, you came into helping launch this brand. I can still see you and hear you.
Oh, okay. My screen just went boom. Okay, I'm
Of course
back.
you did. Oh no, now you're flying blind. That's okay. Live television, right? I come from the TV world and lots of crazy things happen. So if you can still hear me, are you good?
Yeah, can you see
Okay.
me?
I can. So don't
Okay.
pick your nose. I'm kidding. Okay, so back to what I was saying before. You came in and you really started changing. Why did you shift? Like, what was that? Because I know people are watching, yeah, but she can do it, but I can't do it. And there's a lot of people that can relate. Like, what was that shifting?
Well, I first started my weight loss journey. I weighed 322 pounds. I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, you keep gaining weight, you've got to get weight loss surgery or you're going to die. And I just got it. I had a brand new grandbaby and I had to be here for him. And so I decided the weight loss surgery isn't going to take care of it. And so diet was good, exercise was good, but until I shifted mentally, until I broke the perfection and broke the thought in my mind that why do I have to be accepted by these people that are wanting me to be the perfect person? I have to be perfect for them to be accepted, and their family members. And when I cut that off, my whole world changed. I lost like 20 pounds in like 2 weeks. Just boom. And
Yay!
it was so emotional.
RuthAnn.
It was amazing. I have pictures before and after in a 2-week period. And it's like, oh my gosh, so much is emotional. So much weight is emotional. And it's not all about the food. It's not all about the workout. And then I lost my first 50 pounds. And then this clothing company came into my life. And oh my gosh, did my world change. Would you like me to share a little bit of my story the very first time
I would love that. I'm going to say really quick before you do that. I wrote something down. So what you're telling me, until you broke, you weren't able to heal.
Exactly.
Guys, lean into that. Until you break, you're not going to be able to heal. Being broken and taking ownership of that and realizing where you are is a good thing, but you can't stay there. So I want you to say right now, I can't stay there. You can't stay in your brokenness expecting to heal. You have to move from that. Okay. So I just want to stop right there because I'm like, oh, yes.
And I'm going to go into a little bit about that. It's like you're in your closet, sitting on the floor in a dark closet at your bottom. And you think, okay, what do I do? And do you sit there or do you rise? There's nowhere to go. You're at the bottom. And so you want to rise. And when you rise, you come out and you're so much stronger and nothing can stop you. No people can put you down, no matter what they say, no matter what they do. Nothing can stop you because you rised above. You rised so much further ahead than you were before you went to the bottom.
Nothing can stop you. You're only able to rise from there. When you are at rock bottom and you're broken and you're ready to heal and you stand up and you rise, there is no way to go down. When a caterpillar changes into a butterfly and transforms themselves, there is no way for that butterfly to turn back into a caterpillar. RuthAnn, you are a freaking butterfly.
Oh, Holly, I love you. Thank you.
I love it. Guys, in the chat, put I am a butterfly. I am a butterfly. I cannot stay in my brokenness because gosh darn it, I'm tired of being a darn caterpillar. I'm changing into a butterfly. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so I lost my first 50 pounds and this company came into my life and it was activewear. And when I went to the gym, I wanted to hide at the gym because I'd lost 50 pounds. I was still like, 275, something like that. And I wore baggy clothes. I bought $10 Amazon pants. I didn't baggy t-shirts. And it shows when I went to the gym. And then I got the opportunity with the help of Christy Belston to go down to corporate and meet Jen Ashby and Ken Porter and get a workout outfit. I was going on a cruise and Jen knew I was coming and she's just this little tiny thing. If you've seen her, she's just 5'2", weighs 90 pounds. She's just a tiny thing. She comes running down the hallway. She's like, RuthAnn. She jumps. She hugs me. She's like, let's go get you a cute outfit. So she starts actually, I felt like she's throwing clothes at me. And I'm like, oh crap. They're not going to fit me. I'm too big. I'm too big to wear these clothes. And she could see the terror in my eyes. And because in my mind, I'm like, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to wear cute clothes. I don't deserve to look cute. And she grabbed my arm and she says, okay, she's like, sweetheart, go to the bathroom. I'm going to be right here. Go try them on. You're going to rock this. I promise you, you're going to rock this. And so I tried them on and guess what? They fit. And I was like, oh, I'm taking pictures and I'm sending them to my husband. I'm sending them Christy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they fit me. And that changed. That was a big change with my whole journey. Of course, I still had to do the food and the workouts and stuff like that. But mentally, I opened myself up to a community that was behind me. I met Holly about that time too. And you guys you've seen me lose the weight. You've seen my whole change. I don't even look like the same person. And it's not just the weight. It's how I feel about myself. And when I go to the gym, I go on a date with myself to show up for myself. It's not for anyone else when I go to the gym. Oh, my screen.
I can see you. That's okay. We can see you. This is so powerful.
I go for myself. And when I talk to women and they say, oh, I got to lose weight first. Oh, I got to be this size first. It makes me sad because you don't have to be, because you don't realize the effect that it does on you to show up and look beautiful. And when you go to the gym, people say you're beautiful. I mean, people say you're beautiful anyways, but you just feel better about yourself. You always feel better about yourself when you go buy a new outfit. I mean, who
Yes.
doesn't?
Because like when you feel good, when you look good, you feel good and you do good. If you guys are resonating with this and you're on my personal page or you're on RuthAnn's, tag a friend here who maybe doesn't feel like they're worthy, whether it's with weight loss or whether it's with just their circumstances, or maybe, maybe you're like me and you had like bug teeth and frizzy hair and headgear and furry arms and you look kind of like a gremlin. Guys, here's the deal. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. And I like RuthAnn, she walked in not feeling like she was confident, having the clothes thrown at her. And she just kept saying, oh, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth this. Guys, if this resonates you, please tag a friend, because I'm telling you, you can change their entire life. You have the opportunity to do that. Sorry, keep going. It's so good.
That was so good.
So I really like that you said that the weight loss is more emotional, because I think, because my husband and I are in the health and wellness industry, we actually have a whole free group. If you guys want to jump on our free group, let us know, because we actually have this environment, this positive environment through that. But a lot of the weight loss isn't necessarily, some of it's, like what you eat and all that kind of stuff, but your emotion, you mentally changed your mind and you shifted in your mind. And not only did the weight shift, but you as a person, RuthAnn, you're not the woman that I met years ago. You are like this, oh, I got goosebumps. You are this beautiful, I feel like you're the person that God meant you to be, right? Meant you be, is that where God meant you to be? Is that what God wanted you to be? And now you've turned into this butterfly and you're flying around, sprinkling this, encouragement upon people that just need it.
And Holly, I can say like you, and gosh, I'm going to start crying because like there's so many women that I've met through this great company that have like lifted me up. You're one of them. You were there for me. You were there for me from the very beginning, and you saw me and you encouraged me. There's times you called me, hey, something off? Yeah, I may talk to you for a second, and you've had that, oh my God.
Again, you know what? I appreciate you saying that, because I also want people to know you're not meant to do life alone.
No.
And people ask like, why you're so busy, Holly? What the heck are you doing? Another show shift happens. And I'm like, oh no, this is a way that we'll be able to change the world, because people need to hear your story. People need to hear other people's stories. And what better way to do it than on social media, where people are sitting and scrolling and feeling bad about themselves, but they can sit and scroll and go, oh my gosh, I'm RuthAnn. Shoot, she did it. Holy heck, I don't need to be alone. Yeah. So why would I not do this? Like, RuthAnn, you took time out of your busy day. You're like this crazy, busy, top-notch real estate agent, all the things, but you got on here because you want to change the world.
I do. And I want to help people like I was helped. I want to help women to rise above, because most women are just stuck. They're so stuck. And there's so much more to life than just being stuck. Be happy.
There's so much more to life than being stuck.
Yeah.
Be happy. What advice? So, oh my gosh, it's already been 20 minutes. So I'm gonna go a few minutes longer. I know you've got something you're doing at 11, but I just want to ask you a couple questions. If someone's watching today and they're going, but I don't have the support, I don't have the encouragement, going with all the things that they don't have, because we do that. Our human brains, we do that, right? What encouragement can you give them today? What powerful words, simple, powerful words can you give them to say, you got this?
Love yourself. Learn to love yourself, and learn, even if you have to do it by yourself, you can do it, because then it becomes within your inner soul gets changed, and nobody or nothing can ever break you, because you are so secure with yourself. It doesn't matter what happens to the other negative thoughts from other people that come in, and just love yourself.
Got that little frog in my throat. Holy cow. That was good. Guys, we don't script anything, by the way.
We don't.
I even told RuthAnn, I'm like, hey, sorry, by the way, nothing scripted, because I want authentic answers. It's interesting. So I was in the car a few weeks ago with Keegan, and some things had happened. I said, buddy, you want to know something? I said, the world can take a lot from you, but do you want to know what they can't take? And I said, your integrity. They can't take who you are. They cannot take your soul. I said, you are a beautiful soul, and you get to choose what type of integrity you have. So you, my friend, you can change the world, and you can do it by being true to who you are. Guys, you may have to do this alone or feel like it's alone, but you've got a group, right? You got a group of people.
do.
You may
Yeah.
feel like you're alone, but guess who can do it? You can. And you can do it because you have support and you have help,
You do.
right?
Yeah.
So, metamorphosis. Oh, Mr. Brian's on. Hi, honey. I love you.
Hi, Matt.
That's also a world changer, game changer, impact
He is.
maker. That's our mission.
He's a
Is
good
there
guy.
anything I left out, RuthAnn? We talked about your weight loss journey. We talked about mind over matter. You know, weight loss isn't a physical. It really does start mentally. We talked about having a tribe that has your back, not being alone, integrity, being strong. What else?
My biggest thing is when you know you have something to do in life and it scares you, it's okay. But you got to do it.
Mm,
You got to do scary things. And there's a lot of changes that happen in your life too. And sometimes you might feel rejection in that, but you can't, you have to move forward because you have your goal, you know what you're going for.
mm,
And like I said, nobody can stop you. And perfectionism, you don't have to be perfect. My screen kept going black on here a couple times. We don't have to be perfect. And that's what I've learned, especially the past 2 years, about perfectionism and how it really held me back. And it's the programming that I'd grown up with. I programmed my kids. I did the same thing to my kids. I've apologized to them, but that's what I grew up with. And that's what I knew that's the only thing I knew how to do. And so,
do you feel like you've forgiven yourself from that?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason I asked that is because I can see it on your face. Like, maybe we should do an episode on forgiveness.
Yeah.
Because
That's a good one.
Because until you forgive yourself, you're not going to be able to heal.
Yeah.
You know, and the first step is breaking. You can't heal until you break. And like RuthAnn said, it's like sitting in a dark closet, and then you're finally standing up. You have to rise. And the only way you rise is if you're sitting alone, broken.
Yep. And you're so much stronger when you rise.
So much stronger. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's one of my favorite episodes. Guys, this is going to be available on replay. I'll go ahead and put it on my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow RuthAnn if you're not. Find her, follow her on Facebook, follow her journey. Guys, lean into this because unless you lean in and you make small steps, Keegan said earlier, I was frustrated with something. He goes, Mommy, bite-sized pieces. And I'm like, you do listen to me. Wow. Bite-sized pieces. Take this in bite-sized pieces. Take one step forward. You've got people to have your back, but you have to lean in and you have to do some of the work to get there because we can't do it for you. So I want to leave you guys with today, like I do every single week. Just remember, today could be the day that you make shift happen. Okay. Today could be that day. So reach out to us if you have any questions. Follow us on social media. If you want to connect with us with our private community group of women, let us know. It's called Style Your World. If you want to connect with us on our fitness group, it's free. Also, both these are free. Let us know. Say, I would like to join your groups. Follow RuthAnn. Share this with someone because this very well could also help them make shift happen. So say goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, RuthAnn.
Thank you, Holly, for having me. I'm really honored.
You're amazing. I love you, friend.
Love you.